Moment ago in the Saints and Niners game, New Orleans punting it away. Thomas Morstead, who's been there forever as the punter for the Saints, puts it skyward, and it's a muff punt. That's the second time today. The Niners punt return team has turned it over, putting it on the ground, and it's the special teams celebration for the Saints, who have the ball and a 10-point lead.
Play clock expires. And the Seahawks tried to get a timeout.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
But it was two.
Let's check in on New Orleans.
22 here.
Touchdown of the day. That is 11 for the season. He is now second in the NFL scoring touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, who plays on Monday Night Football tomorrow, has 13 touchdowns to lead the league.
Easily can make you miss and turn it into bigger yardage.
He was let go by Tennessee. Relationship goes back to the Cincinnati days with Vance Joseph. Allen breaks away, steps up, fires it downfield, incomplete.
How did he get away from Hassan Reddick there, Ian? He had him wrapped up, and I think Zach Moss came in and assisted of him. Watch Reddick 43 and watch Moss stay with it and battle him off of it. His own strength before he throws the ball away.
Third down and 4 with under 3 minutes to go. 3-point lead for the Cardinals.
The defense again, everyone on their feet. They've dropped down coverage.
From the gun, Allen throws it. Oh, what a grab! Cole Beasley right at the marker.
He climbs up, one hand, brings it in, and gets his feet down after the push by Byron Murphy.
foot 8. Extends and gives Buffalo the first down.
Boy, did he stretch for that one. He went at least 6'3" for that one. Forget the 5'8".
Here's Allen. Plenty of time. Incomplete. Threw it to Zach Moss. Stops the clock with 2:45 to play. Bills have all 3 timeouts.
Approaching Thanksgiving, and that's kind of the benchmark. You know, there's usually about 4 games left after Thanksgiving, and you know, man, including this one right here.
Well, the Seahawks need a stop, and it looks like they got it. It is 4th down as Cam Akers.
Joseph's at the top of the screen coming in the game.
Dawson all the way to the outside. Allen, the middle opens up. And he's got a first down. Across the 40-yard line. Recognized it. He turned it into 12 yards.
Well, if he really wants it, they're not up time enough. I was saying, you know, look play action. I'm going to be surprised to see that.
Instead, it's gone. Looks like he got it.
So much juice. Short toss to Diggs. The 49-yard line.
Headed towards a 2-minute warning. And remember, Arizona's going to guard the 35-yard line most aggressively. Maybe a little farther the way Bass has kicked it, because the field goal ties the game.
And that's the 2-minute warning in the close game of the late window. Bills down by 3. Arizona and the Bills will resume in about 2 minutes. We'll bookmark it for you and get you right back to Glendale.
222-pound frame forward to pick it up. Good try by Jaron Reed to stop him, but not enough. Rams have been getting out of the huddle late all day. They're trying to limit the touches they can for Russell Wilson. As Akers stumbles and goes down to the backfield. Jamal Adams got through and kind of blew that play up in a loss of 4.
You don't see the Rams use much 3 tight ends. I mean,
what's up, guys? I'm just
that route. And I
getting my paint schemes here.
That they might come back and
trying to see what all the paint schemes look like on track and get screenshots of them. All the ones that I created. It's like 8 or 9 of them, I think.
That much, and Jamal Adams, boy, they got to start selling out right now.
There's only 2 of them that aren't GameStop, and that was the 2 that I already did the YouTube one yesterday. I didn't stream it. But since I'm doing multiple schemes, I felt like I would stream a couple. So until the league race at League of America tonight.
We just had this in the Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game. A punt to Ray McLeod. And makes a man miss, finds some sideline room. Punter, yeah, whatever. And then he does get taken down, but not until he's inside the 15-yard line. Pittsburgh, it's early 4th quarter, but the Steelers absolute control there, up by 22 and in the red zone.
Well, nothing is given in the kicking game for the Rams right now.
No,
I get out of the huddle with 9 seconds left.
Yeah, I think McVay wants to see some of these timeouts used.
Goff throws, pass is broken up. And that play was made brilliantly by the rookie Jordan Brooks as he knocked it away from Robert Woods. What a play that was.
Well, it sure was, because he drives on this.
Why doesn't it stay on Daytona? I don't understand.
Zone, and I mean, that's an excellent job on his part of breaking it up. And so they're able to make a stop, and they don't have to burn the timeout to stop the clock.
And they force a punt.
And the Rams have kicker issues, so they bring out the punt team and set aside what would have been about a 51-yard kick. Let's see if we get drama here in Arizona.
Fires it. Broken up.
with 34 seconds left.
Has been the best receiver in the NFL this season.
And against their #1 cover guy, Patrick Peterson, and really just beat him with speed. Wasn't much guile, wasn't much of a move. All he did was beat him upfield and angle to the outside. And greeted him with the football. We thought that there was trust there. We thought that, hey, if they had a chance to take the shot, they would. And they did. And Buffalo is in command right now.
Stephon Diggs has been dazzling for the Cardinals. Josh Allen put it exactly where it needed to be. Extra point. Through by Bass. And it's 30-26. Buffalo with 30.
That was a 78-yard potential game-winning drive by Josh Allen. My goodness. Caught on that drama. We got other stuff to show you on a alert. We're going in for a second touchdown. Devontae Booker, the former Denver Bronco, going in against his old team, and the Raiders getting a strong win there today at home. And in the Niners game, it's a field goal for Robbie Gould, so it's a 27-13 game, 5.5 minutes remaining. Jameis Winston still quarterbacking New Orleans with Taysom Hill mixing in as well. Well, you've got 34 seconds left. Pull off some kind of miracle. The Cardinals have to have a touchdown.
Can to get it downfield.
I mean, he throws about as nice a deep ball as you're going to find in the NFL. The Bills are going to know what's coming. Arizona has 2 timeouts remaining. There's 34 seconds on the clock. Does them no good. And Tyler Bass will kick it off.
Don't do any squib kicks, anything like that. I don't believe. Don't give them any additional yardage with their offense.
Return man, Chase Edmonds. Back to the end zone.
Before Kyler Murray takes the field, it's time for today's best investment presented by Fidelity. Welcome the good folks at Fidelity to NFL Red Zone. We'll show you the best investment. You know what? He didn't get a win today, but Alex Smith, that NFL game, awesome to see. And Smith, he balled out today. 390 yards passing for Alex Smith. Rating of 89. He fell short today. Pulled out a gutty victory, but congratulations to Alex Smith being back in the starting lineup. That big, almost $100 million to Washington, and got it done today. Here we go. Arizona going to burn a timeout here at 27 seconds.
We're down to 27 seconds left and a timeout called. 14 yards. Pass play to the 39. Murray is 19 yards, and the interception off the deflection when Fitzgerald.
Tackle him in the open field, no yardage after the catch. Taron Johnson finishing it off.
And that's it for Arizona. No timeouts remaining. 21 seconds left.
We've really cut the field into the outside. Because you throw it in the middle and they tackle you, you're running, you know what I mean? It's just too much time. Now you got to think about how I can throw it outside and how they can get out of bounds in order to keep having plays.
Larry Fitzgerald earlier, with the Cardinals driving, just could not squeeze it to his body, and the ball somehow ended up in the hands of Poyer.
Yeah, that one was behind him. Made it a very tough catch. And the funny part is, Buffalo didn't capitalize immediately. It wasn't the next drive where they capitalized. It was after that.
21 seconds left. Cardinals have to work the sideline here. Murray out of the pocket, looks downfield, now looks to the other side, using a lot of time. Murray throws underneath. And the catch made by Fitzgerald, who ducks out of bounds. Murray was dealing with a rush from all angles, and now only 11 seconds left. Jerry Hughes was sniffing it out in the pocket.
A 10-second play and nothing at the end zone. Buffalo would take that every single time.
Now, what are you looking at here? 2 plays?
2 plays and one to, if you're going to run it towards the end zone, you've really limited your time. So that maybe they're trying to get 2, one to get in position and one to take the shot at the end zone.
Bills trying to hold on. 11 seconds left for Arizona. And a timeout called by Buffalo.
This is a 30-second timeout.
Gives Arizona a chance to talk it over.
See, and this is where Kyler Murray's instinct for keeping a play alive, he's got to curb it a little bit, because you may turn it into one play if you don't hit it, if you keep it alive and then try and throw it downfield. You got to be thinking 2 right now and hoping you only need 1.
Cardinals entered action 1 game behind Seattle in the NFC West. They beat the Seahawks on October the 25th, 37-34. They play the Seahawks on Thursday night. That game will be in the Pacific Northwest.
In those games, they're...
Seattle's going to try a field goal with 29 seconds remaining. If they hit it, it's a 7-point game, and then they will go onside kick. As you see the Rams got to feel good about their position if they can just get an onside kick. Let's go full for the Hail Mary here for Kyler Murray. Well, okay, I guess we're going to kick the field goal now. I'll show you what happens in the field goal.
Murray out of the pocket. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Murray heaves it downfield. It's caught. It is caught.
Get the hell out of here! 1 second left and the Cardinals score now!
It's Murray magic. Defenders in the area, and DeAndre Hopkins is the man who goes away with it.
in the red zone, but Mullins trying to force the action, and you can understand it. Down by 2 touchdowns with 2.5 minutes remaining. Gets picked off. Patrick Robinson picks him off there, and it appears that's pretty much the end of the day here with the Niners having no timeouts remaining. The 2-minute warning will stop it once.
It's been 27 points to the New Orleans Saints. And in the second half, they've done it without Drew Brees. Jameis Winston hands off to Latavius Murray. Niners are out of timeouts. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Drew Brees was injured late in the second quarter, did not start the third quarter. It's been Winston and Taysom Hill here in the second half. A second half that's been owned by the Saints.
Football still to come, ladies and gentlemen. Ravens and Patriots on Sunday Night Football on NBC, live from Gillette Stadium. Time now for the Fantasy Showdown presented by DraftKings. Our staff selected Lamar Jackson as the captain, along with 5 others in the flex positions. DraftKings is the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. And tonight only, during the Patriots-Ravens game, new players can play free for a share of $300,000 prizes with your first deposit. Download the app and sign up using promo code LINDSAY. Lamar Jackson trying to realize their 7th win of the season. Patriots come in at 3-5, limping into Sunday Night Football. We have one more game to get to the final after the 2-minute in New Orleans. We'll check back with the Saints, but it's just a matter of the final score here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Bengals, as the Steelers will go to 9-0.
Ben Roethlisberger gets hurt. At one point, they were 1-4, 1-5, and I remember a conference or press conference that he had after losing the game. My only focus is playing football. From then on, with a backup quarterback, other guys hurt, he reeled off some victories. Back to what, 8-8? They finished the season. I mean, that was. We're in the playoff hunt, very small chance, but at some point they were. And you know, you command coaches that can take that adversity and still find ways to win.
Youngest head coach to win a Super Bowl. He was 36, 1 year younger than Bengals head coach Zach Taylor is today. He told a great story in the interview with Jay Glazer on the pregame. Tom and his wife flew into Pittsburgh for their initial meeting as we check out the Steelers' remaining schedule. He said we expected perhaps a car service to pick us up, take us to dinner. Mr. and Mrs. Rooney showed up in a little two-door car, two-door vehicle.
That's the way you do it.
Mrs. Rooney sat with Mike Tomlin's wife, and Mr. Tomlin sat up front talking football.
And that personal touch, and you talk about the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they've always done it right? They've always had, when you think of good football, good organization, got their act. You take the Steelers, you think Rooney.
But this is going to be the all week. The Catania Street hit in the second quarter. Taken up after the play, but he did come back into the game to close the first half. Came out at the start of the second half talking to Sean Payton. You see him kind of pointing at his ribs. Ruled as questionable. It's been Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill in for the 41-year-old Drew Brees here in the second half.
So many people come up to him on the sideline kind of trying to console him, and he looks unconsoled. I mean, he just, or would that be inconsolable?
Inconsolable, sure.
You know, it's you know, vocabulary not my strong suit. It's all good.
His demeanor right now. Marissa's got an update.
Vocabulary isn't your strong suit, but guess what? Winning is kind of more strong suit. Adding time, 11 seconds left. A 43-yard pass to DeAndre Hopkins, just swarmed by Buffalo defenders. How about that finish? And that makes it a whole lot more exciting on Thursday night when Arizona faces Seattle. They're all tied atop the NFC West at 6-3.
Three-way tie atop the NFC West. And this is, I imagine, a little bit more this week in the Bay Area. This was an opportunity to keep out of the division for San Francisco. And after a good start, unfortunately, for Nick Mullins and company. The breezeless Saints in the second half with an excellent defensive performance. 6 straight wins for the New Orleans Saints. 4 straight years they've done that. We'll wrap things up on the other side from the Big Easy. The Saints have won it today.
New Orleans started the day as the #1 seed. As I just said, won 6 straight games. Looking good, but we'll have questions about and for Drew Brees at the end of the game today. Reminder, stay with NFL Network to find out what Sean Payton and Drew Brees have to say in the second half today. Last game to get a final right here. Bengals and Steelers.
Let's take him out. We don't want to risk injury. Start over. The other train of thought is he has to feel what this feels like. He has to feel these losses.
Brian Ferentz with all his back up. All Steelers today.
All right, 2-minute warning. Hi again, everyone. Scott Hansen here inside the NFL Red Zone studio. It's been a fun day with the 5 early, 6-game late window. We didn't have to bring you inside the studio too much here with constant football action. One more note on that game from the Superdome with the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. They were allowed in the state of Louisiana to have about 6,000 fans in attendance for the Saints game in the dome there. It was the first game this year that the San Francisco 49ers have played in front of any fans at all. The state of California with the extreme lockdown conditions, no fans allowed in the outdoor stadium, Levi Stadium, the home stadium for the San Francisco 49ers, and all of the Niners road games so far have been at stadiums where no fans were allowed. So they have a little something to celebrate, not the Niners, but the New Orleans Saints fans do, with the victory for the home team there in the Big Easy. All right, we've seen some pretty good action here, over 50 touchdowns today, and many of those eliciting some fun reactions and responses as we show you now during the 2-minute warning timeout of the Steelers game as we tap into the end zone, presented by Visa.
Receivers. From the 12, it's Johnson, touchdown.
Trying to outrace Logan Ryan. He'll step through the tackle, and he will score.
All right, that'll do it for now. We'll be back.